The main session for today is by Mr. Anuj Kusaria, so I hand him the dais and let him take the charge.
Firstly, do I need the mic? Am I audible at the back?
Yes.
I'm going to not use it if I don't need it. Okay. So, how many of you here have family businesses? Okay. Bad question, actually. How many of you here don't have family businesses? The brave ones. The brave ones especially because, I mean, when I came here, I'm also one of the anomalies. When I came here to EDI, I didn't have a family business, and you know, at the moment I came and got introduced to my batch, about 75-80% had family businesses. And I called up my father and I said, Papa, koi dhanda kyun shuru nahi kiya? You know, I had to come to terms with the fact that I've actually chosen this path, because when you come to EDI, of course, some people who are from or not from family businesses may want to either take up a job to learn for a while or get some experience. I had no such plans. I was like, nahi yaar, kuch to dhanda shuru karna hai. And you know, it was that also 5-7 years ago, the startup, you know, Kira, for the lack of a better word, was like everywhere. Everyone wanted to say, chal, the next $1 billion company to apni hai. And of course, none of us had ideas, plans, nothing. We just wanted like $1 billion in a bank account. Because सब लोग startup कर रहे थे, हम भी करेंगे. So with those lofty thoughts and ideas, I came to EDI. And this is, of course, a familiar sight for all of us. And of course, you know, as you spend time on campus, you tend to sort of fall in love with the fact that it's amazing. There's space to play. There's a nice, beautiful lawn. There's chirping birds. And then you realize, yaar, yahan pe padhai kyun karni hai? Like, you know, this is an amazing place to not study and do everything else. So even though the education and some of the faculty was amazing, I realized that my biggest learning here would be not from possibly the faculty, but from my peers. And so I realized that also in India, I don't know how true it is. How many of you are from Gujarat here amongst the audience? So I'm not from Gujarat, right? How many of you are not from Gujarat? This is about 70, 80, well, 60% for sure, which is amazing diversity. Even when I came to EDI, my batch was extremely diverse. We had people from all over the country, and that's when I realized that, you know, the only thing connecting all of us, for whatever it meant, was our love for doing a business. It could be our fathers, it could be uncles, it could be a business in our head, but kuch to karna hai. That was like the only thought. Although, you know, for most of us, it was like one of those like dreamy. In Gujarati, they call it Sheikh Challi, which is like, you know, you would have like dream of many businesses but not do anything. So for the longest time, EDI was that for us. We would, at least I was one of those students who loved this, who loved coming for class but not going to one. I started, so this is well, from 2009-11, so clearly I was thinner, with more hair and like strange looking. But this was the closest to the faculty I ever sat, this photo, because that was the first year. And with every passing month, my choice of seats kept going behind. And my second year was only spent on the last bench. So I realized that there's some joy in being a last bencher. In school also, it's like last bencher में कीड़ा होता है, भले कुछ दिमाग ना हो, but कुछ तो मस्ती चालू होती है. So I spent my second year in the last rows, and then EDI for me became this, right? I don't know if this still exists, but we started something called EPL, which is like
Yesterday we had the auctions actually.
Oh, you're at the auction,
Yes,
yeah. So we spent like a week trying to figure the auction system. Because like, hey, paise to aaya nahi, to kharidenge kaise? And so we had these strange rules for the auction. But yeah, EDI became a sports and cultural college very quickly. Again, because of the amount of diversity, we could play sports. That's me again. Outside now, I believe it's an incubation center, but back then these were like dorm rooms. We celebrated like lots and lots of festivals. This was Ganpati with my batch, and of course that's me dancing for Visarjan. Sorry for this very bad image that you could go through. And this was graduation. तब तक लाइफ काफी सही थी क्योंकि पढ़ाई काफी कम की और पता नहीं क्या करना था, but EDI था. And lots of amazing friends. We had a great time. Played lots and lots of volleyball. And this is when, especially for some of you from second year who possibly don't have family businesses, you start thinking slightly more seriously about your career. Because in our head, after the first year, we were like, यार ये 2 साल retirement जी लेते हैं और फिर काम करेंगे. It was like, why should retirement be at old age? You know, when you can't breathe or walk properly, retirement should be at young age. So we were like, 2 साल तो मस्ती करते हैं and then we'll figure what. And then you realize, oh shit, we're graduating. और पापा को फोन किया और अभी तक बिजनेस नहीं शुरू किया था. So it was now the summer of 2012. Okay. While in my second year, I realized that we have a thesis, right, like a project. What's it called? DPR. Yeah. This really demanding thing. So I was like, oh shit, अभी business DPR के लिए तो business बनाना पड़ेगा. And so I thought of a business. I thought of things that I like. I like the creative world. I always enjoyed writing personally. मजा आता था on the side. Never thought it would be a profession because it doesn't pay, is what I was told, and is what I learned. Writing तो मतलब क्या है? इसमें पैसे नहीं, वो hobby है. So, and I come from a Gujarati family, so it makes it harder to sell artistic dreams because they're like, art तो हम खरीदेंगे, पर art हम बनाएंगे नहीं. So these are all the stereotypes, right? So this was the summer of 2012, and I had a friend at NID who was an animator, and she would make some amazing artwork, amazing short films. So the two of us partnered, and I said, okay, chal, I have some money which I've saved from my previous job. हम साथ में मिलके कुछ तो करते हैं, which becomes my plan B if I get out of India and I have something to do. Otherwise, because I didn't want to take up a job that I was very clear about. Before joining India, I had done a job for 2 years, and I didn't like that life of 9 to 5 where 5-5:30 बजे सब लोग चेयर से हिलने लगते हैं और 6 बजे सब ऑफिस से बाहर हैं. I was like, shit यार, अभी तो काम शुरू हुआ है. लेकिन पहले टाइम में काम वार्म अप, खाना खा के बैठो, तब तो ऐसा फील आता है कि काम करो. And by the time it's 6, people would leave. So I didn't want to do a job. So I was like, I have to do something, which business. So I said, okay, at EDI through friends, and that's the biggest gift, right, that this college gives you. It's the strength of your peers. Like when I saw friends from other family businesses, people who were like me from no family business backgrounds, they were all like, yaar, kuch to hum kar lenge life mein. And that sometimes is enough, where you somewhere believe in yourself, कि कुछ तो हो जाएगा. So I started this. I was like, let's see where this goes. It was with my friend. We made these books. Okay, so the first business was let's start. All of these were great artists, and we said, okay, तुम लोग art बनाओ, मैं उसको books में print करूँगा. We call it Bechain Nagri. So again, when I told Bechain Nagri, when I told my cousins. You know, parents of course they didn't get it. My cousins, when I told them, मैंने एक business शुरू किया, बेचैन नगरी नाम है. They were like, oh, finally तू pornography pursue कर रहा है. They were like, बेचैन नगरी तो porn site है. So I was like, no guys, this is like a legit business. And so So we made these diaries, and these diaries did really well because it had very, very good art. For some time, they sold in Bangalore, Bombay, all the metros did really well. We had this cool artwork. This was some of the designers on the team. On the extreme right is me. This was me. Sorry. But really happy, first business, doing slightly well, you were really encouraged. And it was happy times. Always remember when you're really happy in life, फटने वाली है. You know, when you're really happy, you know कि है कुछ, बम्बू ready है आगे. But of course, I didn't know this back then, so I was like, oh, life's great. And strangely, one of our designs was perfectionism is slow death. What we wanted to build a perfect business. Like everything should be perfect, and businesses in the beginning are not perfect. Accounting is not clear, manufacturing is broken, nothing can be perfect. So in that struggle, me and my friend, we had differences, and I wanted to make it like this big brand of books and t-shirts and mugs and diaries and caps and all of those things, and she wanted it to be like a nice studio where a acha, beautiful artwork bana, which was great, but it was not a scalable business. So for whatever reason, this didn't happen. And so my first venture technically failed. And I was like, oh shit. That's when we were like, oh, startups are not cool. That's when I realized the word entrepreneurship is really cool to say. Starting में तो बोलने को भी थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है, but when you learn how to say it, you realize that yeah, it's only cool when you say it, but when you actually are one, it's pretty screwed. So there was no road for me. I was like, shit, I didn't plan for anything else. Job करना नहीं है, ये business है, fail हो चुका है, अब तो लग गए. This is summer of 2013 now. Okay, एक साल हो गया. And my family, lots and lots of Gujaratis are looking at me, saying, "बच्चा MBA in business entrepreneurship सीख के आया है, पहला धंधा fail हो गया, अब देखते क्या करता है." So there were options of, my father said soft manufacturing is a great business idea, why don't you manufacture socks? And I was like, okay, but it's something I don't like, so should I do something I don't like even though it's an opportunity? Objectively, yes, but I don't know. At least the way I function, I realize that if I don't love something, mera binary hai. Either I can do amazingly well at something I love or do really bad at something I don't like. So I can't, there are some people who can say, chal, exam mein padh ke achhe marks laana hai, kar dete hai. But if I don't like the subject, I'll fail. So it's one of the two things for me. So I was like, yaar, ye kaise nahi hoga. Let me go back to what I like. The only thing I liked in my life, outside of chilling, was writing. So I said, okay, let me go back to writing and see if there is anything there. Of course, when I talk of Gujaratis, it's not just my parents, but the whole larger Gujarati community that looks over you saying, "Hey, kya karne wala hai? Kya karne wala hai?" It's always a scary idea to know that, all these stereotypes जो है हर एक communities के, Marwadi community has a stereotype, the Jews have, all these communities have stereotypes. So I said, okay, I don't know what I'm doing, but let me spend time on the internet. Internet and social media have become mad. Everyone was on Facebook, WhatsApp. So I was writing and I was watching the internet in front of my eyes. People were, memes had started. Abhi to AIB and TBF and all these guys do it day in, day out. But tabhi naya tha. So I was just watching. And I was writing. I was writing stuff that I liked. I was writing poems, short stories, just for my own creative satisfaction. I was also writing shit like this. Real estate website. So EDI helped again. Because I called up all my friends who had family businesses. I was like, "Tum log sabki website mein what karti hai?" Because all of them had these really bad websites. पापा ने किसी को बोल दिया होगा, local guy printer को, उसने उसका website बनाई. They're really bad websites with really bad logos also. सो कोई किसी का शिव एंटरप्राइज था तो शिव जी का एक्चुअली फोटो डाल दिया है। I'm like, ये तुम पढ़ के आए हो, ये शिव जी का लोगो is just like we are in 2012-13, you are not in like 1943. So थोड़ा like make your own businesses look better, you know. So I started making websites. I learned how to code on WordPress. I don't know if any engineers there, but I learned how to figure CSS, basic JavaScript, and started making websites along with the content. I knew how to write the content, but for content, these guys would be like, "अरे इतना लिखने के लिए तो take 1,000 rupees." I'm like, "Oh shit, क्या होगा इसमें?" And so I said, "Okay, I won't just write the content. I will also make the website for you." So then your per client takeaway becomes much bigger. So in whatever X amount of rupees, I could make the entire website for these guys. So the flip side to this problem was that all my friends started saying कि अभी हमारे मासी के यहाँ बच्चा हुआ है, एक SMS लिख के दे देना congratulations वाला, तो राइटर है। Like shit, ये कब से हो गया? Then एक email लिख के दे दे यार, वो client को भेजना है तो grammar check कर लेना। I was like shit, this is getting hard यार, अभी how do I like start saying कि इसमें email लिखने में भी मेरे 2 घंटे जाएंगे, आधा घंटा जाएगा if I have to grammatically write it properly. So my role in life became कि when you can't negotiate with someone because that person is a friend, create an organization. So मैंने एक company ऐसी फर्जी company खड़ी कर दी, and of course I got some approval from the community. So now जब भी मेरे को ऐसा greeting card लिखने को बोलते थे या SMS, I started sending invoices. So my friends were like, यार साला SMS का 200 रुपया, email का 800 रुपया. It was small amount, but they were like, dude, ये क्या हो रहा है? But I was like, मैं नहीं, ये तो company से invoice आया है. So finance department ने भेजा रहेगा. So they were like, oh भाई तू तो but I had to do it because I didn't want to do free SMS service. So that's how it started. I built one service over another. Stuff that I knew, stuff that I didn't love doing, but I didn't mind doing because I didn't want to take up a job. Right? So the first company was called Not Like That. What it really offered was for small businesses. We'll do your logo, we'll do your website, we'll do your letterhead, stationery. We'll give you like kick-ass content, great brochures, and again, PDI के मेरे 70-80 दोस्त से सबसे मैंने फी के थोड़े पैसे ले लिए मेरे वापस, and yeah, so I realized that I mean that helped me not take up a job for some time. It also made my family and parents be like, हाँ ये कुछ तो कर रहा है, he's not wasting time. But something was changing, right? While I was doing all this, I was also spending time on the internet. Slowly. And this is what was changing. All of us now are on phones, right? All the time. If I'm boring, if someone's boring in class, the easiest thing for you to do is phone निकाला, WhatsApp खोला, या Facebook खोला, या Instagram खोला, या Snapchat खोला. You're in another world. It's like if I'm boring you don't. It's my problem, it's not your problem. That's the world we are in today. Because hey, if you're boring me, I have my best friend who I can chat with in 30 seconds. So I don't need your boredom. I need you to either speak well, tell me something important, entertain me, make me laugh, give me something useful, or get out. Because we're this now. Everyone has Geo, everyone has great data packs, everyone can spend time on the internet very easily. This also happened, which was a little annoying. Maybe family WhatsApp groups happened. जो पता है ना क्या होता है every morning? 14 MB के videos आते हैं. All those really bad quotes come. Good morning वाले. Good morning तो ऐसे 18-20 बार आता है. मौसा जी, मासी, वो सब good morning बोलते हैं. And by the time you read all that, your morning is definitely not good. So I was like, oh shit, ये हो रहा है. People are definitely, you know, not going towards meaningful stuff. They want chichorapan, or as AIB has now coined it, bakchodi. right? So, cat memes. Cat on a pot, 5,000 like मिलता है इसको. Cat टट्टी कर रहा है, उसको 5,000 like मिलता है. And then you are like, oh shit man, I put out a poem. Okay, मैंने लिखा है heartbreak वाला poem. उसके साथ 8 like मिला. और वो भी सब मेरे दोस्त. और एक दो कमेंट करते गांडू क्या कर रहा है? Get a life. So I'm like, shit, there is a problem here. Between what I'm doing, what the internet is, there is some disconnection. ये हुआ फिर. Like, I was okay with girls taking selfies, and this is not sexist, but really, some guys take selfies, they're really disturbing on your timeline. So newsfeed देखो 4-5 लड़के से selfie लेके. I don't know these guys thankfully, but this started happening. I was like, what world is this? You know, where at least back in the day when we were in school, some of you enjoyed reading. We had the attention and time to finish a book, whatever that is. We could spend 3 hours and finish a book. Today we can't because WhatsApp पे ping आ गया. तो यार book छोड़ो. YouTube पे video है. Book छोड़ो. So I tried. I said, okay, चलो मेरी poem को नहीं पढ़ेगा, मेरे memes देखेंगे लोग. So I said, I'll make my own memes. And so I made my memes. And so this is my homage to the Swedish House Mafia. I don't know if you know Swedish House Mafia. It's a DJ band, and this was a really bad meme. Okay, ये मैंने बनाया again 7-8 like मिले वही दोस्त गांडू क्या कर रहा है. I'm like sorry यार मैं कुछ try कर रहा हूँ. I don't know if it's working. Clearly it's not working. I made comic strips. I was like okay, I'm a creative guy. Let me think of things. You must be कानून. because कानून क्या डब्बे हो गए. इतना बुरा था, I have to explain it to a few friends. That's like सुन, ये इसलिए बना है. They're like हाँ तो इसके साथ एक voice note भी डाल दे. ये joke का मतलब ये है. So I'm like okay, give up on this. I got angry. I was like, dude, nothing is working in my life. I got really pissed off. I started ranting on Facebook. एक ही like again friends. First comment मेरा ही है. लंबा है और वो एक शेयर भी मेरा एक वीक के बाद. लाइक पढ़ो कोई तो पढ़ो. First nail in the coffin was this good morning quote classic. रोज आता है. हसन अली ने इतना क्रिएटिवली बनाया कि उसने वाटरमार्क भी छोड़ा है. So this really disturbed me. I was like ये नहीं देखना मुझे रोज से कुछ तो meaningful मेरे लाइफ में. So rule number 2, right? Respect, attention, or disappear. If you are in a media business, in a content business, or any business, even if you are in a manufacturing business, today there are just so many options for people that if you don't respect your consumer to the point that I'm going to be lazy about you. मेरे को नहीं पड़ी कि मेरा product थोड़ा 18-20 है. Someone will come so quickly and take your place, you won't even know. That's the world we are in today. Everyone's a competitor and everyone's out to grab the smallest bit of market share. So we're not in a world where one person in new businesses at least can take 100% of the market unless you're exceptional. So respect, attention or disappear. So I got that approval again from the community. I went to Twitter. I was like, Facebook has become shit. WhatsApp पे कचरा है. Twitter पे जाते हैं because शायद उधर कुछ मिल जाए. Twitter was full of this, right? Twitter is over smart people, like people who are either really funny, they have opinions, or they're talking random shit. कि मैं ऐसा bakery गया और मैं इधर toilet गया. And I don't want to know small details about your life. So Twitter is either news. Twitter is an information platform, right? It's not meant for creative expression. It's an information platform. So Twitter was not great, but what I learned on Twitter was this thing called flash fiction. Any of you guys know what flash fiction is? Anyone? Well, that's a form of flash fiction, but flash fiction is basically stories told in very, very few words. Because none of us can read a book today. So, but that was not the original idea. The original idea was for the writer was can we tell a story in very few words? That's a writer challenge. One of the earliest stories is this by Hemingway. It's a very famous old writer called Hemingway. He wrote this: for sale, baby shoes never worn. 6 words. For sale, baby shoes never worn. And when I read this, I was like, wow, yeah, this like मैं ऐसा सब लंबा लंबा लिखता हूँ, heartbreak के ऊपर और 8 लाइन मिलता है. And this is 6 words, but it's so powerful. It's about the loss of a child, female feticide. You don't know what it is, but in 6 words you can imagine, right? Your brain is like, oh wow, there is a family, there is loss, and there is a kid's shoe on sale. There's so much for you to think, and so this story left a big impression. Photos. I also realized photos aren't going anywhere. We're in a world of photos. Everyone has a smartphone with a very, very good camera. We all love taking photos. Photos are not going anywhere. Okay? So I realized photos are here to stay. And I realized I didn't want to do this alone. The internet allows us, it allowed us, right? Some of you from this batch reached out to me on Facebook. Unfortunately, I don't remember who the person, but I also Akshay reached out to me on WhatsApp. These are all internet communication means. So I called a bunch of my friends कि हे तेरा भी पोएम ऐसा है जो तू बहुत दिल से लिखता है और साथ लोग पढ़ते हैं. They were like, हाँ यार. And they were like all these really good writers whose work was not being read because no one wants to read. So I called a bunch of my friends. All came together. And conversations the last. How many of you know of Terribly Tiny Tales until today, before today? How many of you knew of it? It's fine, you can be honest. Terribly Tiny Tales. Nice. So about 40% of the class. You guys know of it mostly not because of me, but किसी ने share किया होगा. You would have read it somewhere on the internet, right? So that's the internet. It allows you to comment, to tag, to share, and to discover. It allows us to talk, right? So Twitter, flash fiction, photos, collaboration, conversation, all came together to create Terribly Tiny Tales. This was again, I was running not like that. अभी भी चालू है वो, the website पे about us और वो सब चालू है, ये side पे हो रहा है. Because one more learning for people who are going to start something new. A good startup solves your own problem usually. If you have a problem, what is the problem? For the Ola guy wanted to go on a trip. He was getting really late. He hailed a cab in Bombay. It sucks because the cab guys don't stop. And he was like, 10 बार रुकाया गाड़ी को, कोई रुका नहीं. तो बोला, fuck you, I'm going to make my own cab service. Right? So the Ola guy discovered a solution because of his own problem. He invented a solution because of his own problem. And that's the thing. If you have a problem which is your own, you look at Facebook. Facebook was a connection issue. The guy could not make connections. He was a dog, he was a nerd. You watched The Social Network?
Yes.
Right? He had a problem connecting with people. He first made that Hot or Not app. And then he said, okay, let me make a place where I can connect without having to go to a girl or a guy and say, hey, because I'm too shy. Solved his own problem. So in some small way I tried to solve my own problem. I could not read a book, and what I was writing was being read by 7 people, all close friends, all of whom were saying Radu. So all of that came together to this image, which is then, this is the first ever story which I wrote. Then I used a feather to write poems on your back. You wouldn't stop moving. Now I use it as a quill. Not once have my words moved you. So this is again 140 characters. It's a tweet, but it's a story in a tweet. One morning he left and built himself a fortress. You can't touch me now. Determined, she became rain and kissed him. Whipped for drinking from the well, Dalit disappeared. Soon the water went foul, the upper caste thirsty. Down in the well a rotting corpse smoked. All in 140 characters. Crazy bird she was, only flew when no one watched. None could keep her, failed to train her. Funny name she had, time. You'll all feel this, especially guys in the second year. Stay gaya. Right, this was one of my favorite, homages and tributes to Sachin. I have an origami heart. Origami, you know, the paper craft?
Yes.
I have an origami heart. As a boat, it sank, as a crane, it almost flew away. Now I've made a home for the many who come and rarely go. Man walks into a bar, whiskey large, a boy walks up. Yeah, I'm sorry I have to leave this out in Gujarat, but imagine it. Or drive a little. I came to Folk and I took the one less traveled by, found myself abandoned by GPS and I had to wait for a rescue team. Right? Modern day version of the famous Robert Frost poem. So cut to now. These are the stories we started in 2013. What are we today? We're the world's largest microfiction platform with an ever-increasing international footprint. Right, we reach 12 million people every week across the world. And we have over 70,000 writers that contribute from, again, all over the world, from Philippines, from Canada, from Malaysia, from tons and tons of countries, America. We reach over 10 million people. We have 1.3 million followers across Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and now YouTube. So quickly, this is not as important, I'm going to skip this, but some stories are really wonderful, so I'll read them. This is how we started, 140 character stories. This is for Dravid, by the way. A silent crowd, a dying match. As he entered, bat in hand, the nation watched how every once in a while it got with his books on the wall. And Dravid was one of my favorite cricketers, and I absolutely love this tale. I love you, I type. My keypad predicts two names for me to finish the sentence. With the first, I visit my past, and in it, I lose the second. काफी होता है. सबकी वो डालो तो पूजा प्रोग्राम आ सकता है. Class of nuclear physics, she on starts a chain reaction. Again, so short, but I have protected your name. The terrorist knocked his God's door. The victim opened it. We do another bunch of formats. Open letters are like really longer formats, and I won't read these because they're just long. We do poems, of course, and so basically we do a bunch of different kinds of writing, right? These are stories we do with everyone. So we put out a prompt. This is a prompt. I stood alone in the empty room, and all of you guys can complete the story. These are some really memorable ones. I stood alone in the empty room, staring at the yellow frame on the purple door. Six friends went out for coffee. I never left the room. This is for those of you who watch Friends, right? I stood alone in the empty room with tears in my eyes and counting to 10. Hide and seek was my daughter's favorite game. I stood alone in the empty room, heard sometimes being Jack in the Box. And the last one is a favorite. I stood alone in the empty room, the Ram Nazi in me echoed, the room isn't empty anymore, you fool. Now, big question. Nice project. Again, for the last 2 years I would get, oh, this is a nice project, but job kya karte ho? Because for them this was like again a side project, and again, how do you make money through stories? Is it even possible? And for a long time it wasn't, and we had to keep running not like that in the agency. But now, I don't know if you follow DDT, you would have seen that we partner with brands to write stories together. Right? So, these are some of the world's biggest brands, Cornetto, Stay Free, Benetton, right? So this is with Stay Free. She showed now the same magic trick of free pigeon from a black hat, this time with a graduation cap. And this is with Cornetto. Their fingers met over the braille board. It was love at first sight. And this is with Benetton. It's a beautiful story. Burqa-clad face, eyes uncovered. Some saw oppression, others faith. A baby hunger saw peekaboo wonder. And this is for Amnesty International. I don't know if you know the Bhopal gas tragedy, but we wrote something on the 30th anniversary. The night of December 284 changed meanings. Progress led to a standstill. Union didn't mean togetherness, and plants made people choke. So just really small but powerful comment on what really happened that night. This is with Dove. Get rid of those, she pointed at my stretch marks. It's my baby's first drawing, I smiled. And again, if you notice, there is no sanitary pad, no ice cream, no t-shirt. Really? Like there are no products. These are all stories. Every brand, every big global brand, and even for you, some of you guys who have smaller brands, remember this, that everything you make is a story, right? When you tell your friends that, hey, my family is in this business and we do this, you're essentially telling a story. And how you tell that story is really what your brand becomes. If you say, yeah, we're in steel manufacturing and we make steel ingots or whatever product it is, that will be your story. But if you say we make the country's finest steel ball bearings, that's another story. We are the only people in the country to make this kind of ball bearing, is another story. The story you want to own for your own organization is the story that everyone will remember, right? So we take the brand story. Cornetto stands for what? Young love. We write young love stories. What does Stacey stand for? Women empowerment. We write powerful stories around women. What does Benetton stand for? It stands for, campaigns against racism. They want to endorse like these big values, human values. And so this is a comment on religion. And Dove stands for real beauty. And this is a comment on real beauty. Real beauty is not, Dove की commercial में क्या आता है? वो shampoo, वो लड़की ऐसा करेगी बाल और ऐसा मस्त होगा. But when it's a story, it's this. Real beauty is not great hair. Real beauty is like owning yourself. So we tell the real story. Makes it really hard for us because a lot of brands say कि हम लोग का शैम्पू डालो ना थोड़ा स्टोरी के अंदर. Like स्टोरी के अंदर नहीं आ सकता शैम्पू. But we will talk about something bigger, which people will remember. So these are the brands we partner with: Vodafone, Dairy Milk, Amazon, some of the world's finest. There's Tinder, of course, which helps. Any of you know we do short films? No one knows. Amazing.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Should we watch one?
Yes.
We'll watch one. Let me finish this and we'll watch one. Be fun. It's a film called Khujli. We'll watch with Jackie. It's a fun film. We also do sell merchandise. We can't afford very expensive models, so हम लोग भी पहनते हैं. But you can buy these on now.com. These are fun T-shirts and hoodies. And we have an app, the TTT app, so it's now on Play Store and iOS. You can read all these stories on the app. We're also building a writer module, so you can also write stories. So essentially what we're trying to become is an Instagram. If you know, how many of you guys are on Instagram? Pretty much everyone. Good. Yeah, so it's Instagram or Twitter for writers. That's what we're going to become. Writers and readers both. First book is coming out. It's in fact in the Penguin head office. It's launching the first week of October. So some of our best stories are now going to be in a book. And we do lots of these workshops. This is not a workshop, I'm just talking with all of you guys, but we do a dedicated writing workshop. So in case you ever want to take a break and write a story and explore your creative side, we're happy to come and do a writing workshop. It's a lot of fun. I've done it at all the best colleges in the country, IITs and IIMs and Ahmedabad and Indore and all of these places.
Why not
Did you get them?
Finally, I got called from India. So yeah, they called me. But no, I would absolutely love to come whenever you guys call. I'm again here. This was completely unplanned. I'm actually here on a family thing, but Akshay called and said, "Why don't you come down?" I was like, "I'm in the city. I'm happy to come." So, core team, that's me on the extreme left. happen to be the co-founder, CEO, and that's my partner Chintan. Anshuman builds all the tech and the app. And so we have 3 people working out of Bombay. We have a cute office in case you get bored of family business or if you are looking for an exciting new place to work. We work out of cafe like office in Bombay. It's a fun place. It all, this doesn't apply to everything in life. but for some things and in some contexts, tiny possibly is the next big thing. That's what we hope and believe. Thank you.